Hi friends! Do you remember previously that we just discovered about cornstarch and water mixture? You made some things with this thing, you mix it together, added food coloring, and discovered that yellow and blue mixed together is equal to green. But today, we're gonna use cornstarch and water again, but let's test and find out what state of matter will it be? Is it gonna be in solid or is it liquid? What will happen if we combine it together and we put force while touching it? You wanna do the activity with me? Today we're going to explore about something that is very strange and can be exciting. It's called oblique. It looks like a liquid, but it can be solid. How can something be like this be both kind of matter? Let's find out together. So for this activity, we need cornstarch and water. Now, I'm gonna put the cornstarch in the tub. Let's see how much of it can we pour. Maybe something like that much. We can add more later. As you can see by the feel of it, cornstarch looks like very powdery and soft. Now, what will happen if we add water? Let's add slowly. Let's see, is it gonna fill up all? Maybe more water. Whoa. Now children, what do you notice? Is it runny? Is it sticky? Or is it soft? You can help me mix it and let's see what happens when we touch it. Now, here's an interesting part. Let's try pressing it. Sorry, no. I can get it. Let's press. What happened? Did it feel hard or soft? It feels quite hard, right? When we press it hard, it feels solid. Let's try again. Push, push, push. Now, what if we touch it gently? And now it feels liquidy, slipping through your fingers. Why do you think it changes like this? So hard to pick up, but it suddenly turns very liquidy. Now children, why do you think it changes like that? This special mixture is called non-Newtonian. That means it doesn't behave like normal liquids does. When we add pressure, it became hard. When we relax, it flows like a liquid again. So today we discovered that oblique can be both a solid and liquid depending on how we touch it. What was our favorite part, squishing it fast or letting it drip? Hello friends! We're going to be material engineers. Do you remember the last time when we made a house out of milk containers, glue and water and paper strips? We're gonna do same thing but without the milk containers. That means we're gonna explore and build using paper strips, glue and water. Here are the same materials we used: paper strips, glue and water. Let's mix the glue and water again. You can add more glue however you need it. Let's put more glue in this one so that our mixture will stick into the paper together. Is the mixture thick or runny? Sticky or smooth? This mixture helps our materials hold together. When we made our house, we added pieces one at a time. Today, we're gonna focus on layering. We have made one layer. Now let's add another and another. We take a piece of paper strips. Then we dip it in the glue and water mixture and then set it aside or put it on top of another layer to dry. Does it feel different from just one piece of paper? Do you think more layers will make it stronger? Let's think, what will happen when this dries? Will it stay soft or become hard like the houses? Why do you think our house was able to stay standing? As we explore these engineering concepts, how material change when we mix glue and water and add more layers, we discover that layering can help make our structure stronger, just like the house we built. We were thinking like real engineers, testing, building, and solving problems. Good job, children! Let's do a sustainability project. How can worms help out our waste? Every day we have food scraps like fruit peels or leftover foods. What do we usually do with them? Do you know? So last time, as we went to the worm farm, we saw lots of worms and then the food scraps that we gave them. But the food scraps in our households or in the center, what do we do with them? Sometimes we throw it at a bin, but do you know that there's another way? Today we're gonna learn how worms can help us reduce the food waste. This is our worm farm. Inside our special worms that love to eat food scraps. What do you think the worm will do when the scraps we gave them? Good job! They eat the scraps and turn them into something useful for plants. Let's add some food scraps like these fruit peels. What do you notice about the worms? Are they moving? Hiding? Eating? These worms help break down the food. This means less waste goes into the bin. When we use a worm farm, we are helping the environment. What do you think it's important to reduce waste? The worm turns food scraps into nutrient-rich soils that help plants grow. So instead of waste, we create something more. But these food scraps can turn into a compost. This compost can help plants make more fruits and grow bigger and healthier. So today we learned that worms can help us reduce food waste by eating scraps and turning them into something useful. How can we help take care of our worm farm? Good job. We can feed the worms the right food and make sure they have a safe home.